Hello, YouTube and Patreon. This is actually my second attempt at this video. So what's the idea that I had for this? Well, I thought, you know what? What if I made my very own decks, standard legal decks, like standard as in like I'm not going to include cards that are banned, or at least I'm going to try to not include cards that are banned. Now, I might accidentally include a card that is banned, but like I do know of certain ones that are banned. So I'm going to not include those. I tried looking up things that are banned. I also looked up what the abilities are because there were some words I didn't recognize. But this is the first deck. It's just a red and white deck. I'm going to go actually through the non-creatures first. These are what we have for non-creatures. This is from Alpha set. So if I were to go and make an Alpha set deck, one that you would probably like let's say I was Wizard of the Ghosts, okay? When I was the owner or whatever, and I made a precon deck. This is that precon deck, all right? That's the idea for this video is if I made my very own precon deck, if I was Wizards of the Coast, where you could only use cards from that set, not cards from the previous set, specifically that set, what kind of deck would it be? Me myself, what would I make for us for that kind of stuff? That's the idea for this video. Okay, I made a red white deck. So these are the cards. First we have Castle. It is a 4-cost enchantment, white. Your untapped creatures get gain +0/+2. Attacking creatures lose this bonus. Now, I looked up on Scryfall a better wording for a lot of these cards because obviously these cards are outdated in their texts and the wordings. Basically, untapped creatures you control gain +0/+2. Disenchant, a 2-cost instant. Target enchantment or artifact must be discarded. In other words, destroy target artifact or enchantment. Yeah, that's all it is. Next is Healing Salve, a 1-cost instant. Gain 3 life or prevent up to 3 damage from being dealt to a single target. Next is Holy Strength. Target creature gains +1/+2. It is an enchantment aura. Next is Lance, another enchantment aura, which is a 1-cost. Target creature gains first strike. Resurrection, 4-drop sorcery. Target a creature from your graveyard and put it directly into play. You can't tap it until your next turn. In other words, it can't attack, and it can't activate abilities that would cause it to be tapped. However, if it has Vigilance, it can, in fact, attack. It doesn't say it can't attack, it just says you can't tap it. As long as it has Vigilance, though, it can attack. Lightning Bolt. Instant. Deal 3 damage to any target, basically. 1 cost, of course. Orcish. Orc Flame. I don't know how to actually pronounce that. Sorry. It's a 2-cost enchantment. When attacking, all of your attacking creatures gain +1/+0. Stone Rain. 3-cost. Destroys target land. Tunnel. 1-cost. Destroy target wall. Target wall, or that wall cannot be regenerated, basically. Iron Star. 1-drop. It is an artifact. I don't know what poly artifact means, but it's an artifact. You can tap basically any land, and then any red spell cast by any player gives you 1 life. And there's also the Ivory Cup, which is the same thing but with white. That's the non-creatures. All right. I didn't include creatures to this lands because I felt like it didn't need to be done. It's just whatever. Obviously, it's 20 lands, like 10 reds, 10 whites, and then you have 4 lands that are the multicolored, the dual lands basically, because there were some in there I saw that were dual land. So I mean, I don't think it needed to be put in here because it's just pretty obvious. For creatures, we have 3 of these. These are Benelish Heroes. It's a creature hero, basically a human hero, whatever. It's a 1-drop, 1/1, and it has bands, which I had to look that up to figure out what the fuck it was. To be honest, that's actually why I made three of him in the three of this card in the deck. Next, we have Mesa Pegasus, a 2-drop 1/1 flying bands Pegasus. Next, we have Northern Paladin, a 4-drop 3/3. You tap Paladin and 2 whites, destroy basically target black permanent in play. Cannot be used to counter a black spell as it's being cast. Next is Pearled Unicorn, 3 costs, Unicorn, 2/2. That's all it does. Oh, going back, by the way, there's 2 of these Pegasus, 3 of her, and then 2 of him. 2 of these unicorns. So, next is the Serenite Sardit, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Healer, it's a 2-drop, 1/1. Tap this person to prevent 1 damage to any target. That's all it does. Sarah Angel, 5-drop, 4/4 flying vigilance. And then last but not least, at least I think it's last. Oh no, it's not last. Veteran Bodyguard, 5-drop, 2/5. Unless Bodyguard is tapped, any damage done to you is unblocked. Wait, by unblocked creatures is done instead to Bodyguard. You may not take this damage yourself, though you can prevent it if possible. It's weirdly phrased, but basically damage that's dealt to me, as long as I don't block it, it will get dealt to him instead. White Knight, I was originally gonna put more than 1 copy, but I was like, nah, I'll just do 1. 2-drop, 2/2, protection from black for a strike. Now we have the reds. Dragon Whelp, 4 cost, 2/3, flying, tap a red. It gets +1/+0 until end of turn. If more than 3 was spent this way, Dragon Whelp is destroyed at the end of turn. Fire Elemental, 5 cost, 5/4. That's all it is. Oh wait, sorry. Goblin. I need to keep looking at the names because I have how many of those cards are in the deck to like next to their names. So, Goblin Balloon Brigade is a 1-drop 1/1 goblin. Tap a red. It goblins. All right, goblins that you control basically gain flying until end of turn. I have 3 of these in there though. Goblin King, 2 of them. It's a 3-drop. 2/2. Goblins in play gain Mountain Walk and +1/+1 while this card remains in play. Next is Herloon Minotaur, a 3-drop Minotaur. It has 2/3. That's it. Next is Goblin Raider, Mons S Goblin Raider, which is just a weird name. 1-drop, 1/1. I have 2 of these, by the way, but that's all it does. Just a goblin. Next is Rock of Kerr Ridges, a 4-drop 3/3 rock. It has flying. Just one of those. Wall of Fire, it's a 3-drop with 0/5. You tap a red, it gets +1/+0 until end of turn. That is my red and white deck. These are only going based on cards that are in alpha. This was just the idea that I had for the video. I want to know what your thoughts are for this deck. Do you think that back then in alpha standard this deck would be decent or not? Standard. If all the banned cards were banned back then. Alright. But yeah, that's the deck. Or that's the video I had. I want to know what your thoughts are. I'm only gonna choose I'm gonna go and do the same thing for each set, and I'm gonna choose 2 colors for basically for each set and then turn them into a deck. So for alpha, I'm just doing red and white. I think I want to go through each set with a single deck, and then if people want me to go back and do other decks for other sets, I can. Example, alpha. If people liked my idea of and want me to do another deck just to see what I would do, then I can. It would be preferably colors I have not already used. So I have not used black, green, blue. So it would be 2 colors of one of those, or all 3. I mean, that could be a thing as well. Yeah, that's the idea. Now, I won't do Commander. If I did do Commander, it won't be until way later on in the sets, and it would have to include older sets. But yeah, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, like it, like the video, cool, great. If you didn't like it, dislike it, let me know why. Give me some advice on how I can improve a video like this because I do want to do more of these kind of videos in the future. But if you have any advice on what I can do to make this video better, let me know. And yeah, all right, adios.